season. A lot of games left to be played. Plenty of time to turn things around.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Roy out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Walton. And it's Drexler in at the 3, the small forward. And for Toronto, they've got Carter. Siakam is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Lowry. And it's Bosh in at the 5. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. And finished off by Carter.
And this is why he's called Vinsanity. Some of Carter's throwdowns are downright vicious.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And it's sent back by Lillard. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Here is Carter. Against Cleveland, he would...
Oh, yes, sir.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside Aldridge. Inside, here's Drexler. The shot comes out. Nice D from DeRozan. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Driving in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
So determined is DeRozan as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Carter. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Brandon Roy, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Roy's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him. Carter
outside. Crafty move. He takes it up and plays it in. Carter's got 6. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. Craig is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. 5th on the list, Damian Lillard.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
It's stolen by Lowry. And even 3-on-3 break. Floats it up there for Siakam. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Spicy P finishing the oop.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Lowry against Lillard. Takes the 13-footer. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that. I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Walton, the pass to Lillard. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. It's DeRozan with the drive. Drexler with the block. And he recovers it.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
R.J. Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way. Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Roy against Carter. Roy kicks to Lillard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Jacks up a three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And in talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game, they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
To end the run. And DeRozan sends it back.
And defensively, that's the kind of energy you want to see from DeRozan as he comes away with that denial.
And the basket by Lowry.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Make some noise for your Toronto dancers.
The numbers for Bosh. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 9 points per game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Portland trails by 14. Lillard outside. And they get it. And it's sent back by Bosh.
Get that weak stuff out of here. Awesome swat by Chris Bosh.
Here's DeRozan. And it's Portland with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Three-pointer, Lillard. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Back to Lowry. There's the triple. The rebound by Walton. Portland trails by 11. Lillard outside. Shoots. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Carter with a 3. Siakam outside. From outside, off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Carter against Lillard. It's Roy on the wing. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Aldridge. 9 points for Damian Lillard. Siakam looking around. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
You forget sometimes about Pascal's physicality. The guy is 230 pounds. He's a big wing that can throw that weight around.
Aldridge with a screen on Lowry. Outside Aldridge. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
LaMarcus Aldridge, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Kersey's checked in. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your breaker next move.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
McGrady outside. Outside Leonard. Pass to Pirtle. And Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Leonard against Aldridge. Leonard with the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Kawhi like a robot out there just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
Lillard scanning the floor. And it's sent back by Leonard.
One of the most versatile defenders in the NBA. Why Leonard getting all of that one.
Tracy McGrady on the wing. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Kersey passes to Walton. Drexler outside. That 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That one goes. Count it.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Lillard against Stoudemire. Outside Aldridge. To the middle. It's stolen by McGrady. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. Stoudemire wide open. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. And now it's a 12-point Toronto lead. Lillard outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. It's tipped. And the jam by Aldridge.
How about that? LaMarcus still with that size can go up and power it through.
Raptors leading by 10. Here's McGrady. Here's Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, he may not play in every game, but when it matters, Kawhi Leonard, he's about as good as it gets.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Good on the second free throw.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Porter passes to Lucas. Pass to Petrie. This one for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors leading by 11. For Jakob Pirtle, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say, Brent, they did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Man, how about that skill set that Stoudemire possesses? A lethal mix of speed and shooting. Love watching the Mighty Mouse play.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:31 left to play here in the first. And here's Sabonis. Pass to Lucas. Clock at 6. Here's Petrie. McGrady covering. Knocked loose, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Porter. Last season's performance for him. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
Leonard looking around. And it's blocked. Here's Petrie. Still yet to score. Lucas dishes to Porter. Back to Lucas. Here's Petrie. McGrady covering. Portland again missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Puts it up from 17. And Stoudemire gets it to go. Stoudemire's got 7 points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Petrie. McGrady covering. Lucas a screen on McGrady. Here's Petrie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's his first trip to the line.
Team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Jeff Petrie. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1 second left. Not going to go that time. And so it's Toronto. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Toronto. So with Lillard on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. They've got Sabonis. Porter is out there with Roy. And it's Wicks in at the power forward.
And he's a skilled and willing passer. Vince gets to his teammates on time and on target.
Carter against Roy. Left side, Porter. Here's Wicks. 5 to shoot. Drains it from 17 feet out. Wicks has got his first bucket of the night. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
For Toronto, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
That free throw missing.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up, but Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
And the second free throw, good. Now Porter, still scoreless. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Roy. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Working some magic inside. Leonard, so polished.
Portland trails by 17. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Stoudemire. Vandeweghe passes to Porter. Clock at 4. Over Stoudemire. And that one's good by Porter. Raptors leading by 15. Carter up top. He's covered by Roy. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers.
Second team
On Friday and then on Saturday.
And that game against Milwaukee, that one's going to be game number 9 on the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Carter. Bosh is checked in for Bargnani. Carter hits them both. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Roy. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Roy against Carter. Outside Roy. Sabonis sets the pick for Roy. 5 on the clock. Offline from the high post.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Barnes passes to Carter. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Vandeweghe. Portland trails by 19. Pass to Porter. Here's Vandeweghe. And stolen by Barnes. Fast break Toronto. Here's Stoudemire. And it's off from 3-point range. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Back to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
You give Barnes any kind of opening, he's going to attack that rim.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
The Raptors making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Outside, Sabonis.
Raptors foul. Damon Stoudemire. First personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Brandon Roy. Portland moving the ball around. Porter finds Sabonis. 6 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Wiggs, it's good. Wiggs has got his second bucket. Toronto leading by 19. Stoudemire outside to the left side wing. Bosh against Sabonis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Gets the three-pointer to fall. DeRozan's got 7 points.
Always a consistent scorer, but DeRozan's work on his J has made him a perennial all-star.
Outside Roy. Pass to Porter. Roy up on top. Over Carter. Roy misses.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Taking a look at some stats for Barnes, he's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
And he makes the first.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. Vince Carter hits them both. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications.
Yeah, just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The leap in ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the basket by Lillard.
That's just too easy. You got to get Lillard to put it down.
Outside Bosch. Out to DeRozan. Pass to Lowry. The tray. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Portland trails by 20. Lillard left side. And here is Aldridge. Over Barnes. That misses off the backboard. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Carter. Lowry from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Lowry's got 11 points.
And throughout his career, Lowry's been a threat from that area.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Raptors. 2024, Brent, was a momentous year for Scotty Barnes. His first All-Star appearance.
Well, Kevin, an amazing accomplishment for such a young player, but it feels like we're just scratching the surface. There's been so much exploratory with Scotty Barnes. What I'm interested in the maturation process is when Scotty makes winning the most important thing, where he's pushing his teammates and taking on responsibility. That's when he's going to cross over into superstardom.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Davis kicks to Pirtle. Davis surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Hurdle with a screen on Lillard. Here's Lowry. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Walton. Throws it up high. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Lowry. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. Lowry's got 13.
Oh, love the smooth shot from Lowry. Keeping it out of the defense's reach with the floater.
Lillard outside. Walton a screen on Lowry. Lillard against Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis sends it back. Now here's Lowry. He had 19 points in the win against Cleveland. Peterson the pass to Christie. Over Drexler. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Christie's got his first basket.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Toronto leading by 22. Here's Christie. On the wing, Davis. Christie the pass to Peterson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Lillard misses. The Raptors shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Pirtle with the ball. He has yet to score. To the left wing. Here's Peterson, and Walton sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that away.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Davis. McGrady comes in for Christie. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. .151 left in the first half.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
For three, VanVleet. A three-pointer is right on target. VanVleet's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. VanVleet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Another shot. Duckworth with the bucket.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And here is VanVleet. Pirtle with a screen on Lillard. Clock at 6. Second chance shot, and Pirtle lays it up and in.
Man, Pirtle's reach sure comes in handy on the glass. He gets to that ball and attacks right away.
VanVleet against Lillard.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
And when you're a knockdown shooter like you are, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
And the first one at the line is good. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Bargnani is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Paxson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And he makes both free throws.
Voted one of the top 75 NBA players of all time. We should be enjoying the seasons that Damian Lillard is putting up in the next couple years.
Here's McGrady. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Out left to the wing. Bargnani from long range. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point territory. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Toronto with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for Portland.
This is the worst kind of basketball. No flow to the offense, just jacking up shots.
So what's with this game plan? I mean, what are they trying to accomplish out there?
If it's getting an earful from the coach, I'd say mission accomplished. And there's more NBA action in store for us tonight. Here are the games tipping off later. Start time, 7 o'clock Eastern.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. We've got DeRozan. Siakam is out there with Bosh. Then there's Carter. And it's Lowry in at point guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And it's Carter missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Walton against Carter. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Walton's got the first bucket of the third here for the Trailblazers. Outside DeRozan. Siakam the bounce pass. Carter with the three. That's in for his fifth make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
You know, Siakam playing unselfish and a better option just to drop that one off.
Lillard against Lowry. Lillard the pass to Aldridge. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Trailblazers, LaMarcus Aldridge taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Raptors leading by 21. Carter left side. Pass to Lowry. DeRozan scanning the floor. 4 on the clock. Here's Carter. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Carter's got 18 points in the game.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Roy passes to Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Chris Bosh.
Lillard can get tricky with that shot. He draws the foul, but still manages to squeeze that one off.
Portland, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Damian Lillard.
You love Lillard because he loves the game, and this is a guy who just wants to be out there. He wants the ball in the hands, and he tries not to get caught up in all the drama that happens around the game. It's 100% focused on it.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Toronto leading by 21. Floats it up there for Siakam. Stolen by Drexler. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Walton dishes to Lillard. It's stolen by Lowry. Up top to DeRozan. Drexler defending. Lowry can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And there's Clyde Drexler on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside Bosh. Carter outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Carter's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Raptors. Trailblazers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And here's the stat sheet on DeMar DeRozan. Good season for him last year. He put up about 20 points per game last season. 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
And so here's Portland. Here's Drexler. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA, and Shaedon Sharpe took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
Here's Lillard. Carter pulls it in.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Lowry inside the line, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Kyle Lowry can score at all 3 levels. It's a nice looking shot there.
Lillard against Lowry. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Lowry. Carter kicks to Siakam. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
At the line for the Trailblazers, Clyde Drexler. One shot.
One shot.
Raptors leading by 21. On the wing, DeRozan. Roy against Carter. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Bosh hits the pick for Lowry. No good on the 3. Portland trails by 21. Now Lillard. 22 points for him. And the dunk by Drexler.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Toronto. Stoudemire comes in for Kyle Lowry. Stoudemire outside. Back to Leonard. From past the arc. Stoudemire, no good. Portland trails by 19. Walton the pass to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Drexler. It's rebounded by Bosh. Bosh has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's DeRozan. Clyde Drexler grabs the miss. And it's Drexler with the ball for the Trailblazers. Now here's Roy. Lillard, right side. Just 5 to shoot. Toronto grabs the miss. High post, Stoudemire. He's got 10, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to send Chris Bosh to the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Free throw good, Bosh.
And with Bosh, he's got so many tools he can beat you with, so adept at the mid-range shot, and he feels right at home at the free throw line.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. It's fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. And the first one drops. Davis is checked in for Toronto. Both free throws good from Drexler.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Davis with a screen on Roy. Here's Carter, and Walton sends it back. Drexler against Leonard. Drexler dishes to Roy. Shot from free throw range. Good as the jump shot falls. Roy's got 6 points.
This guy is a threat from all three levels. That time, Roy put the mid-range.
Leonard with a screen on Roy. Carter kicks to Stoudemire. Pass to Davis. Great D that time from Walton. Portland trails by 18. Now Lillard, guarded by Stoudemire. And it's Lillard missing. The Raptors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Carter on the wing. He's covered by Roy. Carter, that's good.
Stoudemire, a talented passer, excellent at finding ways to get his guys going.
Stoudemire against Lillard. Down low. And Aldridge slams it in.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Carter outside. Tries it from 9. Rebound, Bill Walton. Walton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Drexler has it in the corner. Over Barnes. And Barnes sends it back.
Good instincts from Barnes on the block. He had that shot totally anticipated.
There's the lob to Carter. Wide open shot is on the money. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Here's Stoudemire. Drops in the layup for 2. Stoudemire's got 12 in the game. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Cook.
For Toronto, number 1, Tracy McGrady.
Outside Roy. Walton a screen on McGrady. Roy passes to Walton. Here's McGrady. They get a hand on it. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Stoudemire. 12 points for him. Pass to McGrady. Bargnani sets the screen for Leonard. Traps in the tray. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Always a threat from range. Give Kawhi those looks. That's at your own risk.
Paxson against Stoudemire. To halt the run. And Bargnani sends it back. And they get it back. Shot clock at 6. Paxson against Stoudemire. Offensive rebound. Lucas the pass to Duckworth. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Duckworth's got his 2nd bucket tonight. Toronto leading by 23.
2 minutes remaining.
Stoudemire outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
Stoudemire outside. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Got a hand on it. Paxson against Stoudemire. Paxson outside, and a wide open look for McCollum. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Bargnani screen on Lucas. Leonard, that's for two. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Leonard's got 12 in the game. And for Portland, they're shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Pass to Paxson. Stoudemire with the ball. He's got 14. Leonard. He goes up again, and the layup is good. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
McGrady against McCollum. From the wing. That shot off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Toronto ahead, just dominating this one. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Lucas is out there with Sabonis. Then there's Jerome Kersey. Then there's Paxson. And it's Petrie in at the point guard position. Raptors shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Kersey against DeRozan. Here's Paxson. Second chance effort. And good that time.
And that huge frame of Sabonis is a problem for the defense. Excels at getting perfect position on that offensive glass. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Kersey. Now here's Lucas. Here's Petrie. Fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Back to Lowry. Carter outside. Bosh against Sabonis. Bosh in the post. Nice D from Sabonis. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Paxson passes to Petrie. Back to Paxson. Pocket 6. Pass to Petrie. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Paxson's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Lowry. That drive by Carter. He gets it in there.
And so tenacious on the attack. I love seeing Carter go all the way on that one.
Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
The free throw off from Vince Carter. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Stolen by Bosh. To the paint. And Siakam throws it down.
Yes, Spicy Pete getting up.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Bosh against Sabonis. And there's the call on Bosh.
Chris Bosh.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 5. Kersey with the screen on Lowry. Petrie no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Bosh. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Paxson. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Shooting for Portland, Jim Paxson at the line for 1.
One shot.
We know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. Pass to Siakam. Outside DeRozan. And here's Lowry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished 2nd in the 6th Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve, but it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
first one falls for him.
The thing that makes Kyle Lowry so exceptional and special for the role that he plays is he can create offense for himself, he can create offense for his teammates, and he winds those in so seamlessly.
And so Lowry nails both of them. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Toronto on defense. Pass to Kersey. To the inside. Sabonis gets the bucket. Sabonis has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Carter looking around. Lets it go with a 3. Kersey grabs the board. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Sabonis against Bosch. Sabonis the pass to Kersey. 6 on the shot clock. Lucas a screen on Carter. Here's Petrie. The shot will not fall. Good D by Siakam. Toronto leading by 23. Carter with the bucket. Carter's got 29.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Outside, Sabonis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Sabonis. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Kersey against Leonard. Over Kersey. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. For Portland, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Siakam outside. Back to Lowry. Leonard the pass to Lowry. To the paint. Here's Carter. And it's Portland with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And an excellent two-way threat. Porter doesn't generate a ton of excitement, but he produces across the board.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
And Porter drops them both. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Siakam passes to Carter. And the Raptors miss again. Portland trails by 18. Pass to Walton. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. The Raptors making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Pass to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Some nights Lillard can just keep going and going.
Toronto leading by 14. Now Lowry. And Walton sends it back. Now here's Lillard. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's Walton missing. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Here's Lowry. The shot from the low post is good. Lowry's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, he's been doing this for a long time. Nobody scares Lowry down low.
Here's Drexler. Shoots over Pirtle, and Portland again with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Leonard. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 16 points for Leonard.
Now, you don't try to search out the mid-range jumper in the analytic age, but Kawhi Leonard does, and it works.
Lillard dishes to Roy. Lets it fly from 18. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Toronto leading by 14. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Some changes for Toronto. Davis comes in for Pirtle, and it's DeRozan in for Leonard. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Stolen by Roy. Walton with the ball. Pass to Lillard. Outside Roy. Walton a screen on Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Roy. Raptors leading by 14. Outside Lowry. Davis setting the pick for Lowry. Carter left side. Back to Lowry. Drexler against DeRozan. Three-pointer on the way. Knocks down the three ball.
And by no means a volume three-point shooter. DeRozan barely takes threes compared to most wings in the league.
On the wing, Drexler. Releases from 15, and again, it's Portland converting.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Pass to Siakam. There's the lob to Carter. And it's Davis at the elbow.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now, here's DeRozan. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. And the Raptors lead by 17.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got 8 rebounds in this game. And here's Lowry. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man-to-man, man, it's hard.
And it's Davis missing. And for Portland, they're shooting 57% in this fourth quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Raptors.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kyle Lowry.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
Pick by Bargnani. Here's Christie. No-place jumper from the free throw line.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Aldridge finds Drexler. And here's Roy, defended by Christie. Roy can't hit. So Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kyle Lowry.